Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got a really fun knife unboxing video to share with you guys. I've already reviewed this knife, so today's video is really just an unboxing and first impressions. And this is going to be really fun for some people, but these knives are definitely not for everybody. I love stuff like this. I love stuff that's different and weird and not necessarily perfectly utilitarian, but something that's just made incredibly well and has a lot of detail and is really just fun and unique in terms of folding cutlery. So thanks so much to Rike. I think you guys can tell what these are, but we actually have 3 new ones here, which is really cool because I think they now have some new colors. These are available. They are very expensive. They are definitely functional cutlery, but novelty kind of mixed in there. So just kind of understand what it is that you're buying. The way that these are made and what they are made out of definitely makes them expensive. So like I said, not for everybody. Thanks so much to Rike for sending these in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. I can't wait. I'm not even going to look and see which one is what color. I'm just going to open them up. So I have the silver one, and I have showcased you have to get it exactly right. These are such fickle little weird little things. You push down and then you push the button and it whips this blade out. It is not sharp on this side. It looks like it is, but that's just the light giving you the idea that there's a cutting bevel there. It's only sharp on one side. So fun, kind of expensive little titanium integral, like dagger looking knife. They're such fun, weird little things. But I'm going to go ahead and open this one and see what we have for the first new color here, and we'll lay them all side by side. Oh, beautiful. God, why am I so fascinated with this model? Why? These are so cool. Blue to purple with the gold accents there. Oh, man, I love this. And yeah, these actually are M390. And it really is an integral frame. Not an easy thing to, like, if you were going to dedicate to this being your EDC knife, obviously not going to be an easy thing to use. But as a fun sort of fancy letter opener or just almost like a desk ornament, right? These are just really cool, and they always fascinate people who I show them to. But because the casing is milled, yes, milled, not cast. Everybody keeps going, it's cast. It's not cast. It's milled. I've confirmed this with Rike. It is milled to look like a cicada, right? With the wings and everything. It just makes the whole appearance so cool. Let's go ahead and open up the next one here. What do we have? What color would we have this time? We have to pull this up there. God, really? It's magenta. So let me tell you why this is so cool. Oh my gosh, I don't know that I've ever seen that consistent of color on titanium. Why is this cool? Titanium, as far as the spectrum of colors that it can be anodized to, it will not, you cannot get a blood red, right? Or like a, let's say a Spyderco box red. You can't get that with titanium. You can get it with aluminum, and you can get close, right? But a magenta or a pink titanium is definitely not an easy color to achieve, certainly not so consistently. But that is really cool, man. Actually, the action on these newer ones is, I would say, a little bit better. This isn't a weird plunge lock or button lock because the knife will not, the plunge lock itself does not act as the detent. It's actually a closed position and open position lock. I'm trying to keep my finger oils off of this so that the color can properly shine through. But it's locked in this closed position. So pulling down on the top flipper won't deploy it like a typical top flipper or, button lock, which, admittedly, that's what they should have done. I don't know why this has to lock in the closed position, right? Maybe because it's so small and awkward to manipulate. But truthfully, if you just hold it down and flip it and then let it go, it'll lock out. And it does lock out into the open position. Completely solid, right? But yeah, that's really impressive to get that color. And this is kind of, it's almost like a light. It goes from like an electric pink to almost like a lighter, like peach color, or maybe a salmon color, I guess. Really, really cool. And then the final one, I think I know what color this one is because it was the one that I thought looked the most impressive. So, you know, what would be great is if I knew, at this point, after unboxing thousands of knives, if I knew the most ideal way to remove packaging. I still don't. Yeah, there it is. The green one. It's almost, these look like little Power Ranger morphers, right? The green one was the one that I thought looked the coolest. Now, they do have other colors, right? There's a gold one, and I've given two of these away. The gold one and kind of the gunmetal looking one I gave away. But yeah, this green one, oh man, that is absolutely gorgeous with the gold highlights there. Really cool. The detail, honestly, is, I'm going to zoom up. The detail on these is honestly like super impressive. The zones that they have polished and anodized, right? Just really, really cool. I don't love that they have the RK pivot there, but there's so much going on. The anodizing on the eyes where they did the little dots for the eyes. It's so cool. Oh man, I love that. I think it's really funny that they went ahead and did integral frames, right? So these are all milled from a block of titanium, save for the detachable integral access points, which is something that's a part of every integral. Otherwise, it would be nearly impossible to get the thing to assemble with the blade and the washers and or the bearings and everything. But that's why you have these separate pieces here. But the frame is legitimately integral on all of these. We're going to do close-ups on each of them. Man, I got to admit, though, this one that's blue to purple, like this specific color, you know, where you have, like, because of how the light's hitting it, you're like, oh, that's definitely purple. And you're, oh, well, no, it's blue. That is legitimately, that is so cool looking, man. I do like my silver one. This is the one that I kind of have just kept for my collection. After I gave the other two away, I was kicking myself because I was like, that was such a unique knife. And I mean, again, as somebody who's going to collect, if you're like me, then this is super, might be super appealing, especially if you like cicadas or you like symmetry. I have a thing about me that enjoys specifically symmetry in knives or near symmetry in knives. I just find that incredibly appealing. Not everybody's like me. I mean, these are definitely, especially considering these are much more like sort of fun novelty collector things than they are utilitarian things. And as you know, for a lot of people, a pocket knife should serve one purpose. Like they always say things like a pocket knife should only serve one purpose, and that is as a tool or, sometimes a weapon or whatever. And so once if they go up in price, they need to serve some sort of additional utilitarian benefit that directly corresponds with price. You can say that as much as you want, but it is factually not the case. The market for pocket knives of all purposes and types has exploded over the last few decades. And the fact that it has produced stuff like this for specific small sections of the market, I think is really, really cool. Because otherwise, we would just have a whole bunch of open L's and buck 110s, and yikes, that doesn't sound like a very fun knife world. So for people who are interested in stuff like this, yeah, it's going to be expensive, but they are really, really neat. And, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But I think these are awesome. I love these, and I love that Rike is messing around with different colors. Guys, Rike, what would be really cool? I know you guys are doing the Peaks Gold. It appears on most of these, save for the silver one, which is just all silver. You should experiment with combinations of different colors. So, like a blue and a pink, or a blue and a green, or a green and with the silver highlights, like non-ano or whatever, right? A purple one would be really cool as well. I know that's part of it. But I love these different combinations. Also consider doing the ones where you had like the blasted frames and they were highlighted in gold. A blasted frame with a highlight in green or highlight in blue would also be really, really neat. And I think people would really enjoy these. But anyways, it's nice that they are experimenting with different colors. I think these are really, really fun. But that's going to be pretty much it today. These are really just for fun. They'll work as a letter opener, but I wouldn't use them for much more than that. Anyways, please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. These are linked in the description, by the way. I can't remember if I said that or not. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.